Alright, we're back. So, did a little bit of planning prep for this mission while we were on break. Loaded up the utility items for the squad. Um, got new frost grenade and mimic beacon over here, so got some good utility to do there. Uh, We've got more extra slots than we really know what to do with right now, especially because you can't carry more than one grenade. So we've got a couple somewhat marginal items, like a nanoscale vest on the ranger, smoke grenade on the sharpshooter. But should be a pretty good loadout. Going to have a ton of health from this Predator armor. Everyone's fully rested. We're bringing along our Templar, who's a little lower level than the rest of the team, but we did also go for the two upgrades on both his gauntlets and his machine pistol, so that'll help him keep up a little bit, and we can try and get some more XP on this new guy we haven't played with as much. Looked briefly at the training facility, but didn't end up seeing anything that looked worth spending the XP on. So, going in mostly as is, you'll note we got bond pair here, bond pair here. I don't really remember what all the new stuff these guys get is, but it was a long list, so hopefully we'll get to play with some of that. And then our Templar as a sad fifth wheel. So, we'll be hopping in here and taking on the Advent Black Site. Got a very even spread, one of each class plus a Templar.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Menace, ready to deploy.
Our contacts in the local resistance have shown us how to access the Advent Black Site. The aliens worked hard to keep this place under the radar. We don't know what we're gonna find in there. Keep your heads up. Expect heavy opposition.
Alright, so I believe this is the storyline mission with pre-scripted enemies, so we are actually going to be a little over-leveled for it. There could quite possibly be a chosen assassin here, but for the most part, the hardest enemies we're going to be facing are Vipers, Mechs, Stun Lancers, kind of general Advent mooks, not anything super powerful. Multiple troops with midriffs.
In your immediate vicinity. Infiltrate and investigate the area. Expect heavy resistance. Neutralize all hostile contacts.
Alright.
Position is obscured.
Momentum move available. Alright. So still only see the teamwork. I've got a nice little tooltip here. Can I click on this? Okay, it doesn't really show me what I'm getting out of that right now. Oh well. Okay, so we can get, kind of like moving a little towards the edge of the map here, just to minimize our contact, and then we can sweep over this area from high ground, and then start pushing into the facility itself. So probably try and get a sniper here early on. We don't have any time limits here, so we get to play it good and cautious.
Okay.
So that didn't quite look over the edge, but can afford to be a little more cautious than that, probably.
Heading to that location.
I doubt we'll meet too much resistance early on, especially because we're in concealment. So, you know, just be a little over-cautious here, just because got the time and no reason not to be.
Yes, Commander.
What? And then,
No one gets by me.
one note that's a little annoying about Templars is that they're the only one that doesn't have the Overwatch on the 2
Got
key.
my eyes on it.
Why? Alright, so are we in position to just move everyone up to the edge this turn, or do we want one more turn before we do that? think we can just, like, fan out a little bit, spend one more turn getting set up before then.
Position confirmed.
I'm just so worried about randomly triggering on this space, but
Moving out.
as long as we're not moving any far forward from this, we should be largely good.
Onward. I will send
More Overwatches all around.
On Overwatch.
On Overwatch.
What was that sound?
Alright, got some enemies over here. So if we blunder into... If there's a bunch of, like, an enemy pod right here, let's say, where do we want everyone? Probably still Sniper on the high ground, but could want him here instead of here. We'll need the Grenadier in place somewhere. I mean, eventually we've just got to take a couple steps forward and start exposing territory. Alright, let's do Sniper here first.
On target.
Cool. And then we can just take this high ground here.
On the move.
And we're still in concealment, so things have to go a little more wrong than usual to totally ruin us. We should probably be using the Templar to scout,
To victory.
given that he is our melee character who doesn't have the stay in concealment bonus.
I'm on it. Got it covered.
Alright, get our high ground
Covering now.
overwatches here.
I can see them moving.
So we'll just start edging everyone but the Sniper forward here.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
We're going to get out of range of the high ground quickly enough.
Confirmed.
Oh, hey, here's a tooltip on the bonuses. Ends a move adjacent to their bondmate, clears all status effects, and bonus to aim when their target has been attacked. Has attacked or been attacked, extra bonus if squadmate is adjacent. Okay, so... we'll actually want to try keeping these guys next to each other for a little
Moving to
bit.
position.
It's kind of interesting.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Affirmative. Covering now.
My senses are keen. Moving to Overwatch. Eyes on the prize. I see you call an enemy.
Alright.
We've got an enemy squad here.
It's actually a little sad that probably want to blow our concealment on this particular squad, but beggars can't be choosers. Yep, think I'm good for just opening up here. Alright, can you get to a just solid flank on this guy? Probably. So there's also going for the slash here, which is always fun. So this is a little risky because it exposes a bunch of territory, but it does leave him in some amount of cover, and I really like, and he'll have the parry up, probably? Probably? Does it only parry if it kills? Regardless. But this does allow us to pick up the extra focus early on, which is nice if we want to use that against some harder targets.
For the Templars!
So he picks up... He didn't get his focus point there. Oh, I guess it's only if you kill him. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't think anyone has Stockton this time. So you do have your momentum move. So this is a pretty good flank shot, so I'm comfortable just moving up to here and trying to finish this guy off.
Alright, I'll go!
Alright.
Happy now?
So then Jan is the last person here. So you've got a 77 to kill this guy, or you can use one of your two combat protocols, or you can use a grenade, or you can use teamwork. So, while I am big on risk mitigation, I feel like the fact that we can always use Ranger pop cover is one option. Templar move back and just let them have an action because they're a pretty low-level Advent Trooper is another option. I feel comfortable taking this shot here, because it's pretty likely to work out, and we have some tools in our back pocket if it doesn't.
Enemy destroyed.
Alright, so then he gets to move back here and pick up this loot. Nice, another scope.
I have the object.
Man, these Templars are very dramatic people. And then we can go ahead and move our scout up to start scanning for vision ahead of us.
Stepping off.
Because she is still in concealment. Right, and we have our chosen. Alright. Oof. Yeah, she's a little nastier than the last time we met her. So, doesn't trigger Overwatch, missed shots give her shielding, can summon stun lancers, but we don't have any Reapers, but does take increased damage from close range attacks. So, if we can just kind of walk up and shoot her with our Ranger, we can probably one-shot her or close.
The chosen assassin's energy signature. She's moving on the squad's position, Commander.
Alright, so we did also see a pod of Sectoid Viper back here, so that's vaguely good to know, not super relevant. So these buildings can have turrets on top of them, but I'm kind of inclined to try and get this high ground here and fight from that for a while. I know in some versions of the map there are really nice little watchtowers you can fight from. I don't know if we've got any of those going on. But yeah, let's try and focus on pushing towards this building, clearing out any squads there, keeping an eye open for the chosen assassin. Alright, so don't really want to yellow move with her just yet, but can move up to here to get a little more vision. Doesn't reveal any pods. So then we can basically start rotating our squad that way.
For the cause.
Alright, so really want to pull up T-Rex.
Running.
Don't want to expose too much new territory here, so I'll just go ahead and put him, start off here. Doesn't trigger anything. I'll leave him there for a turn. And then we'll move our sniper onto this side of the rock formation to have vision of this whole area.
Overwatch. Got it covered.
Scanning.
Why is your pistol Overwatch on 3? Right. So still no particular word on anything. Let's go ahead and move our Templar up to here. Can move him up to this wall next turn. Move our Grenadier up to here.
Closing on target position now.
Right, and then that just gives us a variety of good Overwatches.
Covering now. Come get some.
Do need to eventually get some reloads on here.
Let's do this.
Well, we can hear her. That's nerve-wracking.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Okay, so got her kind of keeping an eye on this side, got an initial internal view of the building. We want to start pushing up onto these ladders here and looking at the higher levels. So can go ahead and get
Moving to position.
Young there. Templar to there.
To victory. I am watching.
Long watch from above. I'll go ahead and... that is a free reload, so we actually don't want to use it yet.
Overwatch. Affirmative, covering now.
Eyes on the prize.
Alright. Okay, so that was a pretty scary hit.
Compatriots soon enough. It's fitting that we meet on the field of battle.
But
I have no intention of quibbling over ideologies. This
I
world
think
is
she's
a
just
prize
in the middle of us enough that we're going to be able to destroy her pretty hard.
Commander, and remove any trace of your resistance from it first.
You've got the chosen in range.
With reinforcements.
Oh, nice. Reinforcements! Thank you for the item.
Position compromised.
Oh, she's running further than I would have expected.
We've got a soldier down.
Wait,
Get
she got to
going
attack
before
us
the
and then
chosen
run
do.
away? Alright, so... I'm not super happy about how that came together, but we do get to do this.
No problem.
So hopefully this doesn't expose anything, but it should give us a very good shot on her. So that is 100% with a 65 crit chance, and she's brittle. We can look at trying to remove one armor from her first. So, actually, it makes a lot of sense to do this with our sniper, because that'll go ahead and pick up this item. He can't shoot anyways, and then it'll get up Fournier to potentially launch a grenade if he's got an angle. Another scope.
Where to? Come on, get back in the fight.
Okay, so don't have any great shots. Could do Frost Bomb. There's not really a lot of places that have vision on her. Oh, can the Templar get a slash in? Yes.
Affirmative, moving out.
Alright, so then you get to use a grenade to knock off her armor and give us some line of sight.
Take this!
Alright. And then the Ranger gets a nice little 100% with brittle and 65% crit chance.
That will not be enough to stop me.
And then we get the Rend, which is also has the brittle advantage.
This world is ours.
I have seen far greater power than that.
Alright. So that is most of what we've got going on. The only question that leaves... Do we want to throw a Mimic Beacon here? I feel like the Chosen is the most threatening thing that we're going to face. So... I don't know if it works if she can't see it, is the only concern. Let's just not risk anything. Alright, so aliens and then Chosen. Alright.
The wind cannot be contained.
Dubious. Let's go ahead and do this. Alright. So that gives you a focus. Chosen down.
Though it pains me
And
to
a promotion
flee from
art.
a worthy adversary, the elders will not allow me to die in this world. We will meet again.
Excellent work, Commander. We may not have put them down for good, but at the very least, we've held off the Chosen for another day. Is it clear?
Alright, and I think, being as I've got so much healing in the back, I'm just going to go ahead and spend one here. Seems really good. Alright.
Whatever you say.
So pulling back a little bit, but overall that went really well. Given that Chosen is almost certainly the nastiest thing we're going to fight here, that was a pretty good start. Yeah, you can get another. Overwatch. Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Alright. So let's start moving up, trying to get this high ground here, and see how that goes. Even though we did ruin the front door a little bit, hopefully they'll forgive us and they'll be okay if we climb up the back. T-Rex. Okay, you've got pretty good vision here, so you can go ahead and
It's worth it.
get us an initial reading, and then
I'm going.
alright. So no movement there. So who all do we want up top?
10-4.
Let's get our three more ranged characters. Gremlins just randomly shattering windows for no reason, as they do.
Got it. Moving.
Get these three up top, and then we'll start maneuvering the other guys along the ground. Don't want to push forward just yet, though, given that
You have my trust.
we really don't want to expose any enemies after using that series of orange moves. Alright. So, we'll eventually be taking positions against the top level here, but want to grab some initial positions here first.
Good copy. Moving on target.
If you say so.
So then can give you the reload.
Oh yeah.
You're still sitting on that free
On
reload.
Overwatch.
Reload
It's
you.
kill it time.
Reload an Overwatch.
Ready to rock. Affirmative.
And
Covering
Overwatch.
now.
I'll keep a watchful eye.
Something moved over there.
Alright, so nearest aliens are this direction. Man, is that fire just going to keep spreading? So, I think I like putting sniper on this corner as step one.
I'm trusting you here.
Alright. And then we can go ahead and get, Jolt here to help him out. Careful around that fire, guys.
I can handle that.
Agreed.
Alright, and I actually want you to come down along this side eventually, probably. Well, it's just so much easier to do it over here. Alright, so got a good high ground sniper position and can start pushing forward in earnest again.
Begin.
Moving to Overwatch.
Man, things just keep exploding and it makes me very nervous. I actually think I'm going to move my sniper down just because this building being on fire is stressing me out.
I'll go.
And if that had exposed any enemies over here, I'd be sad. The only reason I was comfortable doing that, and it was still maybe a bad risk, was that we've gotten hints of enemy movement that direction. Alright. We can go ahead and move Jolt down to here.
Position confirmed.
Man, you are, that's a bit of a bold drop there.
Got it covered.
Scanning.
No one will slip past.
Got it covered. Overwatch.
Wow, this building is just, like, very flammable. Alright, so we'll be able to move up to here next turn, but we'll just push up to here for now. Kind of start pushing the squad into this area.
What's over there?
Alright. And here is our target. Not a very inviting area. Just move Templar up to here for the time being.
Yes, Commander. No one gets
Be
by
able to
me.
take a little bit of better cover next turn.
On Overwatch. Scanning.
Got it covered.
Alright. Enemies. We've got a Viper and a Sectoid. 2 Sectoids. Huh, interesting that didn't really show us much movement on their part. So we can go ahead and move up to here.
Stay clear of those turrets. We're still not entirely sure if they're fully automated or remotely triggered.
Alright, so turret has vision on him, which is not ideal. Can we get a frag grenade up to the point where it will destroy it? We're a little too far away for that. Man, and we do not have as much vision there as we'd like. So what do you got? You got 100% on this sectoid. That's confusing. I guess he's just out of cover despite all appearances? Yeah, we're just shooting him directly through a wall without a care in the world. And then you also have 90% on this turret, which is not really good enough to do much to it given the armor. Kind of 71 there. The thing is, we can just pull him back. So we saw that Viper take 8 damage. We didn't see if that killed it or not. Okay, yeah, Viper Corpse there. So we've just got this sectoid and one other. So let's go ahead and try and kill this guy to start. So not a kill, but a pretty good shot. And then we can get a move up. So we see... We mostly see the turret before we see the sectoid. So basically you have to get over to the left to see the sectoid. Have you got... What's your shot on this guy? 71? I still want to pull you back out of turret range if possible. Is this... This has shot on neither. You've only got one move left. Diamond, I actually like... So this is out of range of the turret and has a flank shot on the sectoid. So this is actually a good use of teamwork here to go ahead and give him an extra move.
Keep going.
Fist pump of inspiration.
I'm going.
A 2-flanked sectoids. Interesting. Okay, so we've got a guaranteed finish here off of this guy now. Wait, this site can see him? So... Wait. I guess combat protocol does not need line of sight, is the answer here. Can anyone else get to a position where they can shoot at this sectoid? %40 crit? Let's go ahead and just take a shot here and see if it works out. No.
Target's still up.
Okay, so... got these 3 left. Don't really want this guy to get shot again, but the sectoid will probably try and do some fancy nonsense. So let's go ahead and just kill one sectoid here. I'm glad we could still do that after we moved him. This wasn't clear. A little bit buggy, but we'll take it. Alright, so you're out of actions, but this is the only thing you can see, so we did almost certainly kill that one. Alright, so we can just have the Templar go ahead and sprint up to here, be an unflankable full cover, and in position to kill the sectoid next turn. And then just throw down an Overwatch here for funsies. Alright.
Get my bearings.
Oh, forgot about that.
They would try to take my car.
Oh man, that is a nice attack. Alright, so this is still on fire, but not close to our sniper yet. Got a very good shot on that. Good shot there. So I don't feel super worried about this sectoid. We've got a lot of things that can kill him very instantly. So really, I mostly want to focus on killing this turret. Let's just go ahead and get you some extra focus, and if that reveals any other enemies we want to know where
Do you understand?
they are. Alright, so you could move if we want. So really, if we could get one... A grenade would kill this turret immediately, because dropping a turret always insta-gives it. And you kind of have to move back to get the shot on it. You might just not be able to shoot grenades this high. We only have one cover-destroying grenade. So I think I'll just put him here,
Is it clear?
take the shot on the turret. If it hits, we can kill it with the sniper almost definitely. There we go.
Went off the armor.
But it's got less armor now, so this should do it.
Check it before you get too close.
Promotion to lieutenant, nice. So would really rather not expose any more enemies this turn, so we'll play it a little bit safe here real quick. Okay, yeah, you're disoriented, which is why you have less move. This is all pretty safe, but kind of want to get her over to her friend to clear the disorientation, but it only lasts a turn or two anyways, and we're not under any time pressure, so...
I comply.
Moving to Overwatch.
Alright, disorientation removed. Alright, let's just take a reload and Overwatch turn. Reload the sniper rifle. Reload here.
Rock and roll.
Overwatch.
Covering now.
Reload.
Let's do this.
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
I
Overwatch.
sense any
Overwatch.
disturbance.
Overwatch. Alright. So, now we are good to start pushing into the facility proper. May well encounter another pod somewhere in this area. We've got high ground and some decent flanks on it, so not super worried. Let's go ahead and do here. Here.
What's over there? Moving to designated
Here.
coordinates.
I'm going.
And then just lay down some Overwatches this turn.
I'll maintain my watch.
Overwatch. On Overwatch. Got it covered. Okay.
Alright, so this is starting to look like nothing out here, so we're just going to want to get everyone close up for a door breach. That'll also mean pulling our sniper up. One thing to watch out for, these lifts do explode, so be careful about that happening.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
So let's just put 2 people on it for maximum risk.
Stepping off. I hope it's worth it. Moving to Overwatch.
Affirmative. Covering now.
I'll keep a watchful eye. They make themselves
Alright,
easy.
so we've got at least one more pod inside. I do want to be a little careful, though. This wall already bugged out, and we shot through it once. So I want to be careful that that doesn't happen to us.
Rolling.
Alright, let's just get the sniper on the other side of it.
Guide my hand.
All right, I'll go.
I can handle that.
So we're going for kind of a classic XCOM door breach here, where we've already got some troops in position and we get to kick in the door and surprise some enemies.
I'll keep it under watch.
Come get some. Scanning.
Can maybe take one more turn
Moving
to
ahead.
set up, just because we can get our ranger on the door around the side, or a Templar. Let's see if this exposes
We
anything.
march toward enlightenment.
Seems doable.
Just kind of juggling around a little bit here.
Understood. Moving out. Affirmative, covering now.
I'm going. I'm on it. Affirmative, covering now.
Overwatch.
My senses are keen.
There's something out there.
Alright, so this turn we'll kick open this door and see what's behind it. Okay, so that didn't reveal anything right off the bat. Go ahead and move a ranger up.
I'm going.
So many victims. Processed with such brutal efficiency. Test subjects for some sort of weapon, perhaps.
Looks more like a refinery to me, Doctor.
Ah, a couple soldiers right up there.
We'll know for sure.
So did we just activate that pod or no? Looks like no. Interesting.
On my way.
Alright.
To victory. Maintaining this area.
Come get some. Overwatch. Got it covered.
I'm on it.
So unclear how much resistance there is left. Could be just these two Advent troopers left on the map. Could be another pod after that, so we'll just be careful. Wouldn't be terrible to get someone up on the high ground here. You know, let's... Wait, what's this route? Sure, risk of exposing people, but... Alright, and then just overwatch with the rest of the squad while we get him into position. Should only be another turn or two.
My watch begins. The Elder's forces move.
Okay. So there was another pod here, and there's a mech. This is not an ideal engagement angle. And we missed every single overwatch.
Shot wide.
Okay. So there may or may not be two more troopers standing right here, so we don't want to push too far forward and risk triggering them. Our sniper has vision on no one. This does not get flanks on anyone. Any flanks around? Alright, what do you got? So you've got cover there. The robot is the most threatening by a reasonable margin. You've got guaranteed kills. Okay, so can Volt not target... I guess it can't target mechs because it's a psionic attack? Alright, can you get into a position to remove the mech's armor? Because that's really the biggest problem we have. I feel like we can definitely answer all these guys, but there's a lot of permutations. We've got the teamwork bonuses. We've got combat protocol that can deal 5 to the mech. Oh, so you can rend the mech. And that's a pretty good amount of damage. Alright, and then can you get into position to see the mech? I mean, probably. So I think I like doing this first and seeing if this exposes any more enemies.
We should do something about that armor.
Well, if I had known that it was possible to see that many enemies, I wouldn't have done that. Alright. And now things are really bad. Oh, good lord. Okay, so... Well, that was a disaster. How far can you launch this thing? Man, it is not large either. Oh man, Grenadier doesn't expand the range on that? Ugh. Alright. Well, we just threw a pretty easy fight pretty bad by blundering into this other pod. Plus the turret, jeez. At least the turret isn't as bad, given that it... Alright, so this is pretty good with lightning hands. So let's get up here.
Be okay.
So we've got a guaranteed kill there. Guaranteed kill there. A mech that's going to cause us problems.
I got it, right?
Man. All the accuracy bonuses on this guy are ridiculous.
It has to be dead.
Alright. So that dealt with a couple of problems. I'm probably going to want to aid protocol here. If we can get a good shot on that sectoid, that would make life easier. So, who do we have left? So we've got T-Rex, including potential teamwork. We've got Ranger, who can do Ranger things. Who we can also give an extra move if we need to. This sectoid is pretty flanked, and this Viper is pretty threatening. So, one thing that would be nice to do is find a heavy cover position that can shoot this sectoid. Feels like a good use of our time. Another thing would be good is trying to launch a grenade that does some amount to this set of problems. But there's actually no 2 we can hit, so that's not actually a great use of our time. So here's an interesting option. We can actually run inside and get out of line of sight of a lot of these guys and kind of force them to come to us. Well, I guess our Templar's still in trouble for a tongue grab. Alright. So really we've got Ranger, Grenadier, and Specialist are our tools available. So this gives us a shot on the sectoid. Which, getting rid of one of these sectoids would be kind of nice. This, we could move up to... We can move up to his position, stay in heavy cover, blow up that back sectoid. So this is looking like a promising direction.
I hope it's worth it.
Oh man, that only takes out his cover. That's a little short of actually getting him. But I think it's still worth it to take this guy off the map. Assuming that this kills him. Wow, that actually looks like a better use of my time by a lot. Oh, we need to move the Templar back first, but fortunately that is actually a thing he can do.
For the cause.
That's a 79, 40% crit, but we can probably get better with our Ranger and just use this. Alright, so that leaves a 2 health sectoid and a full health sectoid. And this is our only person with any action left. So this is a shotgun shot, which is not great at this kind of range.
Whatever you say.
Alright, yeah, shotguns just don't do anything. So, do we have a grenade? Oh yeah, but not on the one that's at 2 health. Alright, so this is not an ideal circumstance. Did we blow up the turret? We did blow up the turret. So that's one thing we got going for us. So we're 2 sectoids and a Viper up. So, lots of potential CC and an Advent Trooper, but not actually that much that is likely to one-shot anyone. So let's see what they got.
Not too shabby.
The Viper is the scariest. It'll probably tongue grab him. Yep.
I am flying! Is at risk.
Alright, that's the least threatening thing you could possibly have done, given that we can just kill him and kill the zombie too.
The aliens have found a way to mind control them now.
And he didn't get a flank, so what's your psionics? Alright, so that's pretty damn good for us. So we can, yeah, take the shot on this Viper and almost finish it off. Or just deal a little bit of damage to it, depending. Alright, and then you've got the ability to 100% kill that or that. So let's go ahead and move Ranger up and try and kill this sectoid. Alright, so there may be 2 more troopers on this platform here. It doesn't look like it. So we just need to get up to a position that has vision on this back sectoid to combat protocol him. Alright, looks like that has it.
Confirmed.
Oh, you've also got Stockton? So you don't even have to use combat protocol, you can just Stockton. No, that's not Stockton, that's a different weapon. Combat protocol. That is our repeater. Alright, that takes out him and the Psy Zombie. And then we just get to rend this guy for lethal. Vengeance!
You will learn to fear us.
Alright, and then pull him back to here.
Trust in your command.
Alright, so that is probably the last pod. We may have one more.
Scanning. Overwatch.
And then we'll have some reinforcements after we actually steal the vial, but I feel like that is pretty much it for this one.
No one will slip past.
If you say so.
On Overwatch. I'm on it.
Come get some.
Alright, okay. It is not clear enough when turns are cycling there, but that's fine.
I comply.
Alright, so it looks like there's no advent pod there. We'll leave... So basically what we're going to want to do is we've got the escape thing here, and when we pick up the black site vial, it's going to drop some reinforcements directly on us. Also, there could well be one more pod in here somewhere, I guess. So we actually do want to keep moving forward a little cautiously. Let's keep Mailman up on the high ground while we push forward a little bit and get up to the vial, and then we can move him up, push past the vial, clear the rest of the area, then pick it up and clear the reinforcements.
Seems doable.
Headed there now.
Alright.
Moving to Overwatch.
Got it covered.
I'll maintain my watch.
Got it covered.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Alright, and then that's a new turn.
As you order.
Push up there. Push up there.
Alright, I'll go.
That is body juice. I don't know that you want to be swimming in it that casually.
Moving to designated position.
It's a little bit horrifying, your callousness,
I'm going.
guys.
Affirmative. Covering now.
I am watching.
Scanning.
On Overwatch. Scanning.
Alright.
Whatever you say.
So, I think at this point we're probably good to just, like, push up this door, open this door, check for pods on the outside, do, like, kind of a classic door breach there, and then we will,
That is clear.
assuming that doesn't reveal anything, we'll pick up the black site file, set up some overwatches to deal with the reinforcements.
Is it clear?
Where do we want our
Heading to that
sniper?
location.
I think we just want to pull him into the building with everyone else and not have him up somewhere else exposing different sightlines.
Already there. Got it covered. Moving to Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
No one gets by me.
Alright. And then we want to move our sniper up to the door.
Running.
Get our grenadier on the other side of the door. And then just line up some troops elsewise.
No problem, boss.
Who do we want to pick up the vial? If, I think it's probably T-Rex. He's actually...
I hope it's worth it.
Well, we don't need him there now. He's on the less useful side with his grenade and mimic beacon spent. But that said, if there's a fight here, we'll just want him right up there. Alright,
I will sense any disturbance.
open the door. Go ahead and
Agreed.
move. Start fanning out. Jolt.
I'm on the move.
Diamond.
I'm going.
What's over there?
T-Rex. Overwatch one more turn.
Covering now.
I'm on it.
I'll keep a watchful eye.
Moving to Overwatch. I'm on it.
Alright. And now we can pick up the vial and set up Overwatch if they,
It's over here.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
Looks
yeah.
like they called in
Guessing
backup.
that's not Warner in there. Shen, any readings?
No signs of radioactivity, no significant energy signatures of any kind. Whatever it is, it's safe to handle.
We've confirmed acquisition of the sample.
Alright.
Move to rendezvous with
So
the
we want
extraction
to
point.
get some good shots here, as much concentration of Overwatch fire as we can, but we also don't want to get too close just in case any purifiers drop.
I can handle that.
We don't care as much about cover.
On Overwatch.
We care mostly about just concentration of fire. So I'll just put you here
Alright, I'll go.
firing through the window.
Come get some.
You can get up
Moving on
here.
target location. Overwatch.
Yes, Commander. I'll keep it under watch.
And tragically, our sniper did not get as good a view. Well, I probably should have just long watched him anyway. Something was going to blunder into his sight lines. Alright.
I've got eyes on an advent position.
What do we got?
Get him back.
Surprising number of misses there.
You know that.
Alright. Yeah, so not too worried about this situation. Do they have another round of reinforcements coming in? I don't see one, but that doesn't mean there isn't one. Do want to just kind of generally pull people over towards the site. Let's get a nice little armor shred going on here.
That armor's tough.
Are you flanked? This is 100% to kill. Sound fine?
Well, how about that?
Ooh, promotion. I think that may make her a captain, which would give us the, squad size 6 upgrade. Alright.
Target eliminated. Out of rounds.
Guide by hand.
Alright. Actually, let's put you here. And sniper here.
Got it covered. Looks like they called in backup.
Alright, so I'm into one more round of reinforcements cheese here. Just being able to so totally get the drop on them with all these Overwatches just means that it's actually worth the XP to fight here, which is pretty silly, but...
I'm going.
So I get the Overwatch,
Ready to engage.
reload, Overwatch,
My watch begins.
long watch. Alright, much less threatening squad overall.
Advent troops here.
Stasis. Interesting. So, let's check real quick. Can we just evac the whole team? We can. Alright, so could stay around to try and kill these guys, but the fact that this guy's stasis just implies to me it's like, why take any amount of risk at this point? Let's just get out of here. Got a ridiculous mission, only one wound, and that was from the Chosen. Ether did take 2 damage, but, he was wearing the Predator armor, so that should have been absorbed by his armor and shouldn't be sufficient to injure him.
On it. I'm all over it.
Alright, good seeing you guys.
Time.
Oh my god.
Maintaining this area.
Oh shit.
I'm on my way.
That being on a different number, I was spamming it while I waited. So,
Ready to boogie.
okay, he could get out anyways, despite overwatching, I guess. That's cool. That would have been a bad way to lose a soldier.
Avenger, this is Firebrand. Package is secure. All XCOM operatives are secure.
Alright.
Firebrand is returning
That was
to
the
base.
Black Site mission.
Mission accomplished, Commander.
Defeated a Chosen.
That's where it hurts. This was a place no living human being was ever
21 enemies down.
happy as
I would like to assure the citizens of Advent that our peacekeepers will stop at nothing to prevent further attacks by criminal elements such as the one that
Operation
occurred today.
Bone Mother.
The El-
Alright, so I'll do a couple of promotions and checks real quick here, and then probably wrap things up for the day.
We still have much to
Alright.
learn.
Oh man, gravely wounded on Fournier. That is sad. Like, he... Yeah. Alright, so we have our sharpshooter. So I'm gonna keep taking him into the gunslinger route and building our other one as more of a sniper. Fournier, heavy ordnance is very good, but hollow targeting is just such an ability to have one of your guys to just turn some like 80% sniper shots into 90% sniper shots on dangerous enemies like Chosen. Conceal is really good, but I'm going pretty shotgun heavy, so definitely want run and gun for those good positional kills. Looks like that is just bringing everyone up to lieutenant. We do not have any captains, so another little while away from getting that squad size upgrade. So 16 soldier AP. So stun strike, pillar, and attacks have. Alright, I am not going to level this gap right now. I'm not enough sure of what I want to do with him just yet.
Now that we've recovered the apparent product of the Black Site
Some good
facility,
loot and the Black
I
Site
imagine
file.
It will take considerable time and resources.
And then
to
we've
uncover
got
the
this
true purpose
new
of this subject.
storyline research we
I
can
will
do.
begin
But,
preparations for a complete analysis immediately, Commander.
Having now seen the inner
and
workings
reduced
of
avatar
the
progress by
Black
1.
Site facility, the outcome is perhaps
New objective added.
Aliens are relaying a form of encryption beyond anything we.
Oh, and we've got level 2 bond on these guys, so
We'll have to
definitely
find a means
happy to
break
go
the
ahead and
code.
do that.
I expect it will take some time.
Okay, I'm just looking at our soldier roster real quick. Got the bond pairs, got our Templar leveled up. If another mission pops up in the next day, we've got a problem. Because we're bringing all corporals and squaddies, but at least they'd be wearing Predator
So
armor.
now you should understand why I've kept my people away from their cities all this time.
And
The
only
aliens
one day
offer
left on
us
this
miracle
machinery.
cures.
Awesome. So thanks to everyone watching.
cure
Feel like we had 2 really good missions today. After a bit of a rough time on our last stream with 2 missions that went a bit off the rails. These were fairly close to flawless. So, really feeling like this campaign's on a good track. Alright, thanks to everyone for watching, and have a good night.